As a researcher in male neuroendocrinology and behavioral adaptation, I constantly see older men obsessing over their receding hairlines or minor wrinkles, assuming these physical traits are what turn younger women off. They are entirely missing the underlying biological reality. A younger woman's neurocircuitry is not primarily scanning for youth. It is highly calibrated to detect microexpressions of elevated stress hormones and low androgens. When a man over 40 feels insecure, his physiology betrays him instantly. His cortisol spikes, his autonomic nervous system dysregulates, and he begins to project behavioral markers of biological weakness. I am going to expose 4 specific insecurity signs that instantly trigger a woman's repulsion instinct. And the 4th one is so subtle, you probably do it every time you speak to someone attractive. Before we break down these 4 neuroendocrine indicators, we have to establish the root cause, your systemic hormonal baseline. If your internal environment is running on fumes, your external behavior will always read as anxious. After analyzing decades of data on male longevity and performance, I began directing men toward a very specific 10-second post-wake-up ritual. It is an obscure, yet highly efficient compound of 3 elements that dramatically lowers morning cortisol while reviving natural rigidity and stamina. I have documented this protocol in a private, uncut presentation, and I will show you exactly how to access the link in the pinned comment below. The first insecurity sign is laryngeal tension, or the involuntary vocal pitch shift. When a man approaches a woman he feels is out of his league, his sympathetic nervous system activates. This fight-or-flight response tightens the vocal cords, causing his voice to lose its deep, resonant frequencies and become noticeably higher or strained. Women are biologically wired to associate deep vocal resonance with healthy testosterone levels and physical density. When your voice thins out, her brain immediately registers submissive neurochemistry. The second sign is thoracic collapse. Most men call this slouching, but in the realm of evolutionary biology, it is an apologetic posture. When your body is overwhelmed by internal tension or low energetic drive, your shoulders cave inward to protect your vital organs. A classic submission signal. A man with thriving hormonal health and robust circulation naturally keeps his chest expansive and his spine aligned, taking up space without effort. Thoracic collapse tells her autonomic nervous system that you lack the physical resilience to handle environmental pressure. At this point, you need to understand that you cannot simply fake a relaxed voice and an expansive posture if your underlying physiology is compromised. True biological confidence requires optimized hormone production and unhindered vascular pathways. Due to this platform's strict algorithmic suppression of alternative male enhancement and hormonal optimization strategies, I am not allowed to fully explain the exact natural vasodilators and endocrine supporters you need right here. That is why I moved the comprehensive breakdown of that 10-second post-wake-up ritual to an independent, uncensored video presentation. You can find that private link in the pinned comment after this video. The third sign is ocular saccades, or hyperreactive eye tracking. This happens when a man's eyes rapidly dart around the room or constantly shift away from holding direct, relaxed eye contact. Erratic eye movement is a direct symptom of an overloaded amygdala. It signals that you are scanning for threats or desperately seeking validation, rather than resting in a state of grounded biological dominance. The fourth and most common sign is clavicular breathing. When you are deeply confident, your diaphragm does the work, expanding your stomach while your chest remains relatively still. But when insecurity hits, your breathing shifts upward into your chest and collarbones, shallow, rapid, and weak. A younger woman's nervous system will mirror yours. If she subconsciously senses your shallow breathing, she will feel an unexplained wave of anxiety around you and quickly lose attraction. You cannot outsmart biology with pickup lines. If your internal mechanics are failing, your external behavior will project insecurity. If you want to permanently eliminate these stress responses by restoring your foundational drive, energy, and vascular rigidity. Click the link in the pinned comment to watch the private presentation. I highly recommend you watch it today, as I may be forced to take it down if the mainstream pharmaceutical networks flag the natural protocols I expose inside. Tell me in the comments, which of these 4 signs do you catch yourself doing when the pressure is on?